Thanks, all my insides have all gone away. You're not along for the danger, but I'm here to stay. I fall even deeper in the lies, they don't keep me away. You wanna know my secrets, so you keep crashing into my waves. I don't have the patience for that, not okay with waiting for that. I don't know what's changed in my head. Let's go somewhere and never come back. Tonight we lose control. No matter where we go, we're never going home. And you don't even know when I get you alone, you can lose your halo. What you waiting for? I've been feeling low. Won't you give me more? I fall even deeper in the lies, they don't keep me away. You wanna know my secrets, so you keep crashing into my waves. I don't have the patience for that, not okay with waiting for that. I don't know what's changed in my head. Let's go somewhere and never come back. Tonight we lose control. No matter where we go, we're never going home. And you don't even know when I get you alone, you can lose your halo. You can lose your halo. Control. No matter where we go, we're never going home. And you don't even know when I get you alone, you can lose your halo.
Hello and welcome. My name is Albert Halloran Haley III. This is Colin C. Moore. And yesterday we saw some incredible action in Call of Duty Warzone in the Air Force Gaming Warzone Finals. And we are going to see some more action today with some incredible show matches. I'm excited to see some of the top talent take on some of the cadets here in this upcoming show match.
Yeah, that's exactly what we have. Chair Force 1, your AFG Warzone finalists from yesterday are going to be going head-to-head with our online qualifier winners from the USAFA Academy side of the Air Force. So this is going to be a cool one. You know, a show match coming out here, coming from all online qualifiers to the big stages now. I'm excited for what we get to see.
Champions versus champions. Let's first introduce you to those who crowned themselves champions yesterday, Chair Force 1. We saw this team in back-to-back action all day yesterday, high-level performance, Danny Vicious, Bro Gamer. The synergy between these two players was absolutely insane.
I mean, one thing that you can definitely look at from yesterday to today is that since Chair Force 1 is coming in here and we got to see Chair Force 1 the most, we get to kind of go over and look at the past and really see if they're going to bring the strategies we saw yesterday into today. So to highlight over our players from yesterday, from Chair Force 1, we got Danny Vicious, 5 years of service, 14 years of gaming, and a superstar when it comes to that controller role.
Yeah, their very first time jumping into competitive Warzone, and they've done quite well for themselves. Bro Gamer, we actually get to see what his face looks like this time.
Yeah.
He's playing remotely, but you would not know it with the amount of synergy you're seeing between both of these players. Game number 2 in the grand finals in particular absolutely stole the show. We thought that we were going to see game number 3 with the incredible performance that we saw out of Tina Turner, but no, he got like 16 eliminations in that second game out of nowhere, just The resiliency is amazing. I'm so excited to see the Air Force Academy representatives show what they have to offer, though, because being the online qualifying winners, they are no slouches themselves.
First time on the big stage, though. You're going to crack under pressure. We got Rockland from the Academy. Alan Linares, 12 years of gaming, 3 years of service. And right next to him, ITSEC. Coming in 3 years of service, 7 years of gaming. And the two of them, I was talking to them yesterday, and they were really kind of confident in their fundamentals bringing into this show match today against Chair Force 1. More so because they've been here and they've done that. I mean, you look at the past in the qualifiers, we've been through this between these two teams, and it was USAFA who came out on top.
Both of the guys, especially in the Academy, are really cool, too, so I'm excited to see them jump in action, which we are about to do. Game number 1 of this best-of-3 show match, Champions versus Champions. Looking through the perspective of Danny Vicious first, we saw a lot of attention towards the center, western side of the map. Didn't see the southeastern part that much at all. And it looks like Hospital, at least that area, is going to be the place of choice to start things off for Game 1.
It was a hot drop for Chair Force 1 yesterday, and they're not straying away from it again. Going for the helicopter right off the rip, and Danny is going to lock that down and head up top. There's a little bit of a battle down here. I'm curious to see how Danny's going to approach this one, but just going to lock down the top of the Hospital, loot up, and go hunting.
I like the strategy quite a bit, but it is going to cost them. Bro Gamer early on, not able to get in a helicopter and get to a better spot. There is one down from Danny Vicious. Gets the long shot elimination. Not too bad of a start here for him, but there's a lot of question marks here about how this team's going to fare with Bro Gamer already going to the Gulag.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to want to see him lose that Gulag early. Try to get that second life right off the bat, so we're going to keep that in the back of our mind. But, I mean, Danny Vicious is not somebody to kind of overlook right now in this. A red door right off the bat. Curious to see if he's going to wait for Bro Gamer to come back or kind of seek the loot at the end of that. But did somebody come up and steal his helicopter?
I don't think it's there anymore. I don't know. We'll see. Just going to go ahead and jump across and get tagged. Has a little bit of armor, picks up some armor plates, was able to get across without getting downed. All important. Bro Gamer still waiting in the Gulag. Going across. Able to armor back up. No more in the reserves. Should be able to get indoors before any other long-range fire comes his way.
Teammate is back and ready to
go,
no! But just as that happens, Danny Vicious is going to be down. Hits the red door, but not able to get up because Bro Gamer is going to be so far away from that. So looks like he's going to be down and out for the Gulag. And if you look at the mini-map or look at the kill feed, another player from Acqui, I think it was Air Force Academy's Acqui, is sent to the Gulag as well.
Something that we saw yesterday, Colin, is just you can be the most incredible player, but if you do not get the start that you need, you never actually get to show the full merit of that. And both of these teams are being hard tested, and Acquiesce gets caught in the Gulag. Goes down, leaving it up to Rockland to bring them back into the game potentially. Or no, actually they're in the Gulag now. So it's Acquiesce's turn. Check center.
OTS. Stuns gonna land.
Yeah, huge flashbang, getting them back in the saddle. Now it's Rockland's turn. Rockland checks right side, cuts left. Doesn't spot anyone just yet. Position center. Getting the cover, crossing over to center, looking back, sees the grenade, flashbang, no connection there. Molotov on the other side, covering the angles. Going in overtime, slides across, and oh no, leaves himself out in the open, and Rockland gets back in the game too.
Yes, he does. All 4 players back into the game, so I'm pretty sure we did see a redeploy as this is going to be back to an even playing field for everybody, and everybody even chalking up an elimination off of that Gulag. However, you have to be scared because there's no second chances. If you go down, it's going to be up to your teammate to bring you back the second time around. So looking at all these teams to start looting up, get comfortable, play for those loadouts, and then once you get in a comfortable position, then you can go hunting.
Now, one of the good things about this overall situation for both teams is that they both had some struggles at the beginning. Early trips to the Gulag, having to fight their way out. It's not necessarily that one team has already been able to rack up 8, 10 kills, something to that effect. Both teams haven't exactly gone off to the races right out of the gate. But it does look like things are starting to stabilize now. They should be able to get enough resources to make a deep run into the mid and end game. But a couple of shots goes in and a few more than that. And Gravity's going to go ahead and finish that off. 2 kills now for Danny Vicious.
Skeet shooting out here. And Brogamer's going to find one of his own. So starting to rack them up. Shots are good. Gets the crack, gets the down, but receives the snipe to the noggin. And he's going to have to burn that self-revive now. Get back up, ready to go. Plenty of armor plays to get back to full health. You're looking now at Danny Vicious to kind of regroup with his duo.
Great presence of mind to drop back down the ladder to get the self-revive. Not exactly out of the woods just yet. Team to knock them could come after him in the chase. And another quick scope shot puts Danny down. Brogamer has to be in vicinity to get the revive here.
If I'm the other team, I am going to hop right on this one. So Brogamer better be ready for some action. But look at the mini-map, and Brogamer's actually not going to be in this building right now, so he's going to be totally alone.
Could be a dicey prospect running from one building to the next against a sniper who's landing shots like this. Could be hazardous to say the very least. But oh no, Brogamer actually got taken down. So this is going to be the end of the run for game 1 for Chair Force 1.
If Danny has his... No, Danny did not have his gulag already through. So yeah, Chair Force 1 down and out for the count in game number 1. And we hop right back over to the Air Force Academy. Excellent shots. No shakes at all for the main stage Air Force Academy. Is he up to 2 elims? There's a down there as well. So you're looking at his duo. Counterpart in Rockland to clean up the rest of them, and it's exactly what you see. 5 kills on the board right now for both players.
The Cadets are not cracking under any kind of pressure here. They're turning this into a shooting gallery. 3 kills so far for Rockland. Acquiesce also on the board as well. They can make a very solid statement here for game 1 of this best of 3. On target yet again, headshot, and oh no, this team is really starting to pick up, Colin.
I mean, they just started, but I mean, they've been warming up all weekend long, ready for this opportunity to shine, and now they're flying.
Air Force, I see what you did. I see it. But okay, plenty of time, all the resources in the world. Rockland could use more dollars, I'm sure. UAV hasn't become an element. We saw, you know, how big of an impact that can have. But they are being hunted now.
Yes, they are. And as you are going to be moving through the promenade, down back towards these residential areas, you have to be careful. Dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure everything is well covered for yourself. But heading to the train station, I got a little bit of a look at where the map is going to be drawing to for the circle, and it seems like, again, we are heading down to the bottom left.
I love this statement and what we're seeing. They get hunted, and in that decide to find a bounty themselves. So they're on the hunt anyway. Good shots on the helicopter, disable that. I love the close proximity between them both. They're able to cover each other, moving towards the trains.
Out of my way. I'll drive.
No one high ground checking them just yet.
They're going to have to siege this train station. I'm sure their opponents here that they're hunting are going to have this on lock. So Ackley is taking a sweet old time, but they're going to retreat back to the Jeep and maybe find a different way around this, or a safer way to the loadout even possibly. If you can get this loadout and get your upgraded rifles to some comfort picks here, it might work your way, but you can drive right on past that.
They were like, why go for the loadout when we can get another kill? Good shots, armor broken. Aiming down sights. Oh, no. Did you have to do it to him? He was already gone. He was done.
It's not over yet. Right around the wall, they are going to have another battle, so swap to the secondary. Shots are on target, but there's a forklift in your way. We get down and dirty now inside the building. They got the heartbeat sensor. They know they're on the chase, but there's plenty of room to maneuver through, so their opponent is just going to be using the 5Ds of dodgeball and getting his way out.
They're on the chase, but something to keep in mind is that they have to be aware that potentially this person they're chasing is running to the rest of their squad. They could find themselves in a 2v4 real quick, potentially out in the open the way the terrain's starting to open up. They decide to break off the chase. I think that's a really smart move. So many different squads around. You do not want to get caught into the wrong third party. A good down there off the vehicle. Will they be able to close that out? They do. 5 kills now for Rockland. Acquiesce getting back towards the vehicle. This team is really operating like a well-oiled machine.
I mean, they just needed their one shot. I showed them, and here it is. They are locking it down here in Verdansk. Still 70 players in the lobby, so plenty of carnage to go around. And see the tracers at the end, they're going to ping that and mark that as a potential battle zone.
I like that they're not just going full bore into this skirmish up ahead. There are a lot of variables that they're not sure about. Again, it's just 2 against the world. Full squads could easily come around the corner, but some shots into the window. Next target gets spotted. Rockland moving up, jumps through. Has the cover of the teammate. Equest pushes him out the window. The wraparound, both players get the angle. I love that chase down.
It was crisp. It was very seamless in that whole take. So not really worrying about these opportunities. The third party was phenomenal out of this team, but they still see some. But a cracked armor, you're going to have to hop off that. Rockland's going to hit the deck, armor up, and try to figure out where these shots came from because they are wide in the open. So yeah, hops into the car now on the exit.
Oh no, the missile comes through. I thought they were going to be able to make the smooth getaway, but unlucky. I like the idea of it. The sniper shot comes in, armor's broken. Let me jump off, armor back up. We're out in the open. Let's get out of here. And then a missile.
It happens. It's just Warzone things at that. You know, one minute you're just having a nice little prance through the fields, and the next minute there's a rocket chasing you. So can't escape that one. No trophy system on top to kind of get rid of the projectile, but we are going to be looking at Air Force Academy going up 1-0 in this best of 3 as Chair Force 1 dipped out early. They had a very shaky start with Bro Gamer going down almost immediately off drop, and then soon to follow his duo with Daddy Vicious. So not the start you wanted for Chair Force 1. You're looking at that mental regain in game number 2 to send us to that map 3, but haven't really seen too many game 3s, so it's going to have to be a big regain.
No, we haven't seen any yet. If we are, there's going to have to be a rock-solid game number 2 for Chair Force 1. Will they be able to do it? We'll find out after the break. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Robert Del Popolo. I am in the Space Force stationed at Buckley Space Force Base. I've been gaming for about 30 years. Just one of those things I've always done just to kind of live in my own realm, at least for a little while. I joined the military in 2004, and I joined the military because I was going to college and I didn't quite take it as seriously as I should have. I wouldn't be who I am today without the military, and so now I'm a space operator, and I'm actually the section lead for mission processing, mission qualification training here at Buckley Space Force Base. So Rocket League is my main game. I am the coach for the Space Force team as well as a sub on the team. So I definitely see that gaming has impacts and similarities to the military and the community that we live in. It's all about leadership. It's all about seeing how people meld together, how you can take seemingly strangers who have a decent skill set in something and create a team. The person sitting next to you is the person who's going to rely on you to do your job, and seeing that transfer over to the gaming side is actually really fascinating. The community in gaming really is one of the largest reasons why I continue to game. The friends and family members that I've made through gaming have had a massive impact on my life. I met one of the people who I call my brothers through Halo 3. Bringing somebody into that, it gives somebody meaning who might not be able to see it in their daily life. That's kind of why the community in gaming is so great to see. This is First Lieutenant Robert Del Popolo signing off. Fly game win.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Game number 2 is ready and set to go. I really want to see how the teams strategize at the very beginning. We saw the gambit of dropping in at the hospital, trying to get in a helicopter. It didn't exactly work out for Chair Force 1. Maybe a different strategy could help them out. we're jumping into game 2 momentarily.
Well, it's one of those anything can happen when you go to the hot zone. Yesterday at Hangars, it seemed pretty seamless in getting that loot and getting set up for Chair Force 1. So we're going to go back to the Hangars for them right off the bat. Hospital was not friendly to them in game 1, so have to look at that regain now. Pull it back for good old game number 3 if they want a chance at taking down USAFA here in this show match. But they got a helicopter nonetheless right off the rip, so they're going to take to the skies and head over to Storage Town.
I think the decision we just saw there of Chair Force 1 to not chase after the person to jump through the window really highlights their shift in strategy. They're going for a more methodical approach. They want to make sure they have all the resources they need to take the current fight and the next one. That bodes very well for them, I feel.
If you're keeping your eye on the middle of the screen towards the left, you can see that the Academy are racking up some early kills now and taking a different approach. We snap back to them, that PPSH ripping through a whole team, as that is a squad wide maybe. No, another one through there, snaps back, broken armor, but it's gonna cost him. Not able to finish it off, has to be up to Rockland now, and is gonna get that nosebreaker elimination. Let's see if he can stay alive, because he's still hot on his tail.
Under fire, next to no health, putting pressure onto the stairwell to get to the next cover zone. Can he close the door behind him? Armor's up, is able to heal. Nice positioning, he juked them! They had no idea that Rockland was waiting in the corner. Amazing play.
But that base loot stoner, man, it is not easy to control. As you can see, those shots shaky as ever, as things kind of slowed down between this tussle. It's going to be Rockland just holding off. Well, Aqueous is going to be fighting out of this gulag early. Same situation we saw for Chair Force 1 last time. So let's look at this 1v1.
Checks the right side, waits for a moment, doesn't see anyone, spots him center. Oh, tried to come back on the second engagement. The opponent was ready for him, so now it's up to Rockland to bring their teammate back with $0. They could be in a bit of a wait, but they're also under fire. Rockland hops into the vehicle. Can he get the safety? No, gets downed out of it, and that is going to be an early elim for the Cadet team.
One last chance now for Rockland here, or Chair Force 1 might be having a smooth sail throughout the rest of it. Already a loadout, too, coming up from Danny Vicious, so they are as good as ever, taking this more slow, methodical pacing, like you said. And loadout having a little bit of trouble. You got to move that helicopter if you want to get your chance at your drop. So that's going to be EM2, OTS loadout, and now it's hunting season.
Realistic physics in play, and this vehicle has seen better days. The pressure is real. Danny Vicious jumps through the window, checks the side room, spots the opponent in, breaks armor, gets the down, gets the elimination. Bro Gamer swarms in. Nice rotation.
Rockland still in the gulag, hasn't had an opportunity yet to fight. So here we go, Magnum for the 1v1. Sink or swim.
High pressure situation, game number 3 potentially on line, but 2 solid body shots gets him back into the game. Do not count out the Cadet team yet.
Not at all. Looking now to sail smooth back into Verdansk, gather some cash, and get things going. But Danny still going through. I mean, you've never seen Donnie Darko?
Look like the Easter Bunny to me. Either way, they're going down. That's going to be 2 kills now for Danny Vicious, and he's looking for a third. Is able to get it.
It's Frank the Rabbit.
Is that what that is? That is an obscure reference. I like it.
3 eliminations for Danny. Bro Gamer, I mean, you know he's going to have some under his belt too, as he's full of surprises after what we saw yesterday. But still keeping your eyes in the bottom left corner. Rockland still alive for USAFA. And if they can get some cash, redeploy Aqueous, they did have a solid start and a whole team wipe. So they would be right back into it if you can get your duo back online.
Rockland just has to take things one step at a time. You look up at the top right, there are 111 players still remaining, so plenty of time for their team to rack up some kills at the second half of this game. All he needs to do now is play it safe, get enough money to bring their teammate back. They've shown signs of resiliency before. They can do it again here.
Danny still going in the feed as they're in a whole team fight right now. Already 2 down. Look for another one. Dropped and out. Danny's up to 5 now on the exit.
Air Force One is starting to feel the rhythm here. Up to 5 now for Danny Vicious. Good shots across the way. On to that next target. Goes back up top. Staying close to the teammate. Bro Gamer's going to wrap around and try to put some pressure on themselves.
Airport is going to be interesting if you're actually going to push into here, because as soon as you go through, there are plenty of cheeky angles where you can hide. It's like a little game of hide and seek when you go in here, so it's going to be tough to push in comfortably. You are going to have to siege this out, see if you can kind of breach and clear.
Fly run is going to complete. $900 for Rockland, and in this format, anytime you complete one of the bounties, everybody gets it, even your opponents in this situation. Another down here, 6 kills now for Danny Vicious. This guy is on a roll.
That's the team wiped as well, so Airport is going to be clear as could be for looting to be starting for Chair Force One out here. Now, all looted up, rich as could be, and they are keeping these elims counting upwards. So you got 101 players in the lobby. It's nowhere close to being finished right now. There's plenty of action to go around for the two teams.
I wish I got to my gate that easily in the airport. I'm never that lucky.
Right.
We'll see what Danny Vicious is going to be able to do with the teammate not too far off. Breaks through the door. One person showed up on the heartbeat monitor, so he's not entirely alone here. Has to watch every corner he looks at. Plenty of armor. Good amount of cash. Heartbeat monitor, no one there. But Acquiesce has been brought back. Academy team, do not count them out.
No, not at all. Back in and slaying as well. As you can take a look a little bit at the mini map there, you can see the circle is closing in to salt mines this time. So up to the top right, but it's still early to tell. So I'm just going to wait for the next one to actually determine whether we are going to salt mines or if it's going to pull a little bit to the left, maybe down to farmland. I would prefer to see it pull towards farmland, but we have been on the salt mine run lately.
I'm really curious to see where they set this helicopter down. You can see right now the Acquiesce is looking around, spotted one vehicle before. You do not want to land in the midst of an entire squad or potentially even 2 entire squads in a helicopter, because you're just going to be in such a tough spot in terms of positioning. It looks like they're potentially setting up shop here in this smaller area. Maybe get some loot, get some resources, get ready for the next engagement.
Just outside of TV station, head back to Chair Force One. Still sitting pretty inside the airport, or outside the airport at the moment. The circle's going to be closing in. You can see that there's a line connected to them. So they're going to have to take these fights, take them down, and move out. Shots are good. One down. Second one has to go for the reload immediately. He's going to be working with Bro Gamer to try to find this. Another down and a great collateral to get a 3K there.
The focus fire, the accuracy, and the precision. We're going to go ahead and see Danny Vicious delay a few flights outside the airport. And it's going to be up to 9 kills now, on the verge of double digits. We saw this guy pop off before, and at the same time, we saw Bro Gamer have an incredible performance, or 3 themselves yesterday, so we could see a high kill game out of this squad. It's like Rockland's under some sort of pressure here, half health, but meanwhile, Danny Vicious not slowing down at all, gets one down, checks target number 2.
Gets the reload. Okay, spot him under the truck.
Trying to shoot him in the tootsies. Watch the feet. Is he going to be able to close it out? Burns through the rest of the magazine.
He has
13
to be
rounds
one
left
shot.
now. Never mind, I'm going to be able to armor or ammo up. That loadout drop could be something of a problem. Crossfire, looks like another player's getting involved. Armor broken, another down here. Danny Vicious. Breaks through the brush, gets the angle, finds another target, switches to the other weapon, and here's a dagger for you.
Why not?
11 kills now.
Just keep it going. Danny starting to find his form from yesterday. This is what it's like to watch the AFG Warzone Finals go toe-to-toe right now in this show match. They are here to play, and they are all warmed up for this morning. But they still have to get to the circle. They're nowhere close right now. They have quite a journey to do so. You can see that Air Force Academy are still Nice high in the sky, just hovering over Array, putting some pot shots down to whoever, chipping away at some armor, burning some resources, and heading back over towards TV station to maybe put this bird down, but more so the buy station is on their minds.
To their credit, the Air Force Academy has really managed to stabilize things after Rockland having to go alone for a while, able to bring Acquiesce back. You look at their resources, they are now back to 100%. They can take the next team fight on their terms. They see some trace action going on over here. Shots out of the helicopter. Are they going to land? They're going to look to take this engagement. They need to get some kills. Only 60 players remaining. Still plenty of time, but you look on the other side, man. Chair Force 1, they are racking kills up. So sooner or later, the Academy's got to get back into it.
So this is interesting because they have the high mobility on that helicopter. They're going back outside of the circle to kill these players that are trying to go back in, and this is exactly where you can just have a feeding frenzy of eliminations to head back through that. Those shots are nasty on the mount. Hits the side shot right down lane. A Hail Mary to put him up to 5.
Acquiesce making no concessions on those long-range shots, up to 5 kills now. Could they look to close in on anyone else there? That looks to be the play. Starting to advance forward. Rockland not too far behind. Checking the left side. One player out in the open. Armor broken. Acquiesce actually is going to get down, but Rockland is there to cover. Vehicle comes in. Things are starting to get a little more spicy here. One enemy out of the vehicle, gets down. Vehicle rolling back, slides through. Good opportunity to get the revive here. Is going to be able to pull it off. He is. Rockland up again, proven to be clutch, but here's the down. Acquiesce going to go ahead and take a seat again, and the follow-up pressure is going to be enough to close out the Academy team.
Seems like we're going to a game 3 here, but now we get to just sit back and enjoy the ride here for Chair Force 1 as they're heading right into the stadium on the back of this berth, though. Stuntman Danny here to play. It's time to get high and mighty right now with this OTS, clearing the lane into the stadium. Seems like they're on the hunt. Spots one, shots are there. Can he get the broken armor? He can, down soon to follow.
He doesn't need a sniper rifle.
No.
He really doesn't. Time and time again, we see him from downtown just land consistent shots, break armor, get downs, really cover the long range for a Bro Gamer who loves to advance forward. Now he's checking outside angles, making sure no third party gets involved. Catches someone up close, gets the down, takes a good amount of damage themselves. Bro Gamer will go ahead and help close it out. Surgical award achieved. Plenty of armor placed to pick themselves back up. Danny Vicious, Bro Gamer, they're doing some work right now.
And when it gets going, it seems like it's a bit surgical for Chair Force 1, I have to admit. But as we saw yesterday, the personal record right now held by Ziggy Sweats at 18, and at 13, Danny Vicious, he could look to eclipse that in this game.
Bro Gamer actually is going to get downed. Danny not in a position to help out immediately. Ideally, Bro Gamer is going to be able to get in some kind of cover, give his teammate an opportunity. Self-revive actually comes into play, so Bro Gamer manages to get themselves back up. Excellent communication there. You don't need to rush over to me. And look at the cleanup here to the tune of 15 kills now for Danny Vicious.
He's unstoppable with the M2. What can I say? Bro Gamer still alive and chipping away at these players over underneath that balcony. So looking to group up again. They are both just spearheading their own fights on 2 separate sides of the stadium. Bertha looking across. Team gonna exit it. No, it seems like they're just having a little bit of a drive-by. See what's up. Window shopping.
Plenty of ammo. Go ahead and tax them if you can.
Okay, okay. Oh. I dig it.
Okay, feeling a little frisky.
It wasn't
like
reloaded.
Pro Gamer, Danny Vicious really looking to make a statement here for game number 2. Good shots downrange. Can we at least break the armor? Bro Gamer also aiming that way, might have been able to do so. Circle closing in. Looks like they have something of a ways to go, so their commitment to the stadium is going to have to go ahead and be foregone here momentarily.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 38 on the closing of this ring. They spot some enemies now. Here's the ping. Bro Gamer closing the distance, and this is something we saw yesterday as Danny is going to take that personal overwatch role. Feed the information to Bro Gamer and let him run loose.
It has to be such a vote of confidence as Bro Gamer to close in knowing that you have someone the caliber of Danny Vicious hanging back, covering these long angles. This is a textbook Chair Force 1 play. See Danny aiming down sights, Bro Gamer advancing in on a target. Again, the circle. Actually, they're much closer to the next circle than I thought they were, so they do have plenty of time here to kind of hang out and make sure they get into the next circle safely.
They have a bounty up as well, but Bro Gamer sent to the gulag. This is a turn for the worst right now for Chair Force 1. Can Danny swim when thrown into the deep end at the moment? Seems like he's on the hunt. Shots are good. Breaks the armor. Look for the down now. There it is.
Able to convert that. Another one there, but the third on the left. There's a near full squad at least waiting for him, and both players now in the gulag. Bro Gamer looks like they were not able to make it out, so it all comes down to this. Danny Vicious 1v1 in the gulag for the life of the team, and whoa, wow.
Wow, was that a shotgun or a sniper? It's hard to tell sometimes. Back into it.
50 cal shotgun apparently.
Right? Sent to the gulag by Bobby Lee Swagger as well. I don't know if you saw that. Word to the 3-time, the GOAT, Karma.
Nice.
But just a public topic. Might have been somebody else. Heading to Lumber as the circle is closing in just outside of the farmlands to the lumber yards here. So heading down, go to work.
2,100 in the pockets, make that 41 now. So does have enough money to get the teammate back. But was there a jailbreak? Why is that icon there for Bro Gamer? Is he coming back? Missing something?
He's redeploying. Must have won his gulag, so. Coming right back into it, breaks the armor. Danny keeps it going. Another one bites the dust. That is going to be 17.
This guy, what was the record yesterday? 18?
18.
Okay, so Danny Vicious is just 2 away from shattering that.
Now I'm thinking it's got to be careful right now. His PR is going to be out the window. A Swiss and an OTS. Diamatti instead.
This guy's dangerous even with a throwing knife, as we've seen time and time again. So no matter what his loadout is, the odds are in his favor. Starting to pick up ammo, armor plates.
I mean, I wouldn't be scared of the Diamatti after what I saw the King Scump do with it back in the World Series of Warzone. $100,000 on the line. The Diamatti is all he needed to take the crown.
So it looks like Bro Gamer was not redeploying, so it is going to be up to Danny Vicious to bring their teammate back. They have plenty of money, but I'm looking at the map, and I don't see a buy station nearby.
Can he break the PRs? That's what we're running for. I mean, we know we're going to a game 3, folks, but this is dessert right now. As you can see, again, final circle, closing just outside of Lumber, just above it, so you don't usually see a lot of elevation in Verdansk, but as you move towards the edge of the circle, the edge of the map right now, this is where it gets a little bit rocky and a little bit covered by the mountains.
This is an extremely dicey prospect here for Danny Vicious, running across out in the open. Actually, they do have some long-range capability, but it just as a lone person, there could be a full squad hiding behind any one of these rocks. Good shot, breaks the armor. Second shot misses. Third, almost on target. And the fourth will get the down unscathed. Danny Vicious starting to move forward. Could be dealing with an entire squad. You'll find out momentarily. Throws grenade forward, goes ahead and closes that one out for the confirmation. Helps himself to some goodies. Steps around towards the right, getting ever closer towards that buy station. If he gets Bro Gamer back in this game, we could see our first full victory here out of Chair Force 1.
I haven't seen one just yet, and I mean, on this pace, has the utility to do it. Now upgrading to this OTS, that's still with the Swiss in the back end, and as we close into the mountains again, this is where if you get this buyback, if you get the redeploy and you kind of take shop up top, that sniper can just be so lethal at range like you've been talking about. So this circle is actually really favorable if they can get into a comfortable spot.
The risk this guy's taking, and it pays off. Bro Gamer is coming back to the game, and there's some loot here nearby to potentially get Bro Gamer back in the saddle sooner rather than later. He's managed to do it, man. There were so many openings, so many different avenues. He could have been on the receiving end of some gunfire. With this many players left, he somehow managed to navigate his way all the way over to that buy station, get his teammate back in. I love their odds to take the win here.
And as the circle closes, you know people are going to be ratty like this. That's why you got the deady pop, so your feet are silent when walking on in. A little bit of a jump scare for Fugitive as he's going to be sent packing. Now 19 kills. We got a new personal record here inside, and it's still going. Can you get 20?
Scopes to Prox Mine, blows that up. Heads up play there.
There it
Yeah,
is.
the ghillie suit doesn't work inside a building.
No.
Breaks the armor. Danny Vicious is keeping the show going. No grenade or anything to throw around a tree. Armor plates could have been used in the meantime. But we're looking for noggins here. Checking down the scope. Oh!
There it is. Peekaboo. 21.
Just take a peek. Just see what's out there.
It's not welcoming. I can assure you that.
21 kills now. Blink and you miss it. Danny Vicious helping to clear out the lobby.
14 players left for the dub.
Rockland and Acronis pinging the buy station.
Bring us back. Bring us back.
Bring us back. You got money.
We want to
like
play
it.
too.
They will get their turn in game number 3. Danny Vicious's play has confirmed that is going to be inbound. So 14 players, 8 squads on the table. As we see Chair Force 1 closing into the next circle. Shots in the back, though. It comes at you fast, and Danny's actually going to get downed and fully elimed. Leaving it up to Bro Gamer, who also gets taken out. In that 7th place, Chair Force 1 has had one heck of a run. Insane kill score. We are looking at game 3 for certain.
The 7th place, very tippable, I have to say. I mean, 21 eliminations, new personal record here inside the event. So I have to say, I'm impressed with what we're getting out of Chair Force 1, the way they're able to bounce back from game 1 to game 2, switching up their strategy, making sure that they're going for the more comfortable role, picking up their loadout, getting ready, getting secured, and then just moving as a unit to take down Stadium. Their hold in Stadium was something that you just don't usually get to see.
Impressive impressive stuff so far. We're going to see more in the next game. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
I'm Master Sergeant Mike Sullivan, United States Space Force. So I wasn't always a gamer, didn't have a lot of money growing up, didn't have the next-gen console, but thankfully lived in a neighborhood where I could just run over to a friend's house real quick. Right around Halo Combat Evolved was when I was really starting to get that itch of, you know what, school's over, I need to play video games. My video game adventure really started right when I joined the military, and what do you know, when you join the military and they give you a cyber operations job where you're just surrounded by a bunch of gaming nerds, you start to make friends, and with those friends you want to kind of do what they're doing. The community aspect of gaming is paramount. It's the only reason why I continue to play video games to this day. It's always been about people and hanging out with friends, playing video games online with friends. I don't need to be sitting in a room with them. Unfortunately, when you make friends in the military and you all move to different parts of the world, it's really not an option. So being able to stay up late, chatting with your buddies, and just continuing life with them, now that you get to maintain that community and those relationships, you get to grow old together. So, you know, some folks would, you know, maybe go get coffee with friends to catch up. We're, you know, playing a couple matches of Halo and keeping up with the news that way.
Game number 2 managed to put the show in Showmatch. Chair Force 1 showed up big time. Danny Vicious's kill count was insane, shattering the record up to 21 now. Game number 3, inbound and ready. Let's get into it, Colin. I think we're going to see some more fireworks.
We've seen the best of both worlds so far between both our USAFA team as well as Chair Force 1, your AFG Warzone finalist from yesterday. And I have to say, I am not disappointed in what we're getting. A game number 3, winner takes all. between between one last game. But again, I mean, you saw a shaky start from Chair Force 1 in game number 1, and then a shaky start from USAFA in game number 2, and it really reflects the late game and who's going to take the title. So really, how successful are you going to be off this drop? Is you're going to look at Chair Force 1 to drop back into their comfort zone in hangars?
Worked out so well for him last time, and oh no, gets clipped by the helicopter. Is that what happened?
What?
Watch your dome.
And then he got stomped by it too. Oh, Danny, that one hurts.
There's unlucky, and then there's getting hit by the helicopter running across. That is not the start you want if you're a fan of Chair Force 1. Rockland acquiesced. They have to try to make something happen off of the opportunity that they've been afforded. Acquiesce finds one target, gets the down there. Second target rolls through. Rockland helping out. Another elim. Big start here so far for the cadet team.
It's electric right off the bat. I mean, this is something crazy at the moment. And Danny loses the gulag too, so Chair Force 1 there, not in a good situation, but you look at the money that Bro Gamer has, still 4,000 in the pocket, could get an early redeploy back into a stable position for the both of them. But right off the bat, Air Force Academy, they have an elimination. They have a comfortable spot here in the lumberyard, and let's see if they can expand off of that.
Helicopter to the face. That is not what I thought we'd see. Acquiesce spots another one, though. That's going to be the second elimination for them. Rockland, Acquiesce seem to be firing on all cylinders, getting the start that they wanted. So now it's just a matter of accruing resources. Bro Gamer has clutched it out for the teammates before, and oh, that person already had to have been low, and a quick couple of downs here. Acquiesce starting to move forward. Cadet team really starting to make some moves here in game number 3.
This is why you're looking at ground loot, and the MG82 is so good at range, but oh, the EM2 picked up off the body, can't land those shots. They got to run back and take cover, heal up, get those armor plates back into the situation here.
I love the all-in play, just put the chips on the table and kept firing down range, but once they saw that they were starting to fall behind, then the overall damage output, able to get back into cover, but ultimately on the roof, they do get downed by another approaching enemy. I do not believe Rockland. Oh, Rockland was right there for the revive. Teamwork, making the dream.
Love to see it now. Still being hunted. Backs up, back into a corner, turns their back to the enemy. Both are sent to the gulag. It's a collateral.
Unlucky. The moment Rockland looked away, that person came in and turned it into a shooting gallery. Oh, no! This guy's a savage.
It's karma. That's karma right there. I can do it too. Phase up.
They did it to me. I'm doing it to them. Danny Vicious back in the game, making a statement. Meanwhile, both the cadet players battling their way out of the gulag after a pretty hot start.
Ooh.
Caught him right. That was a quick turn. Rockland is locked in.
It was a frame 1 turn right there.
Good shots. Rockland moving forward. Flashbang. That's a problem. And through the window, their opponent will be able to win the gulag. And it'll be up to Acquiesce to get the money to bring Rockland back into the game.
Loadout. Gonna be there. That's the nail gun there. It's not gonna do too much, dude.
Now I'm wondering if he yoinked that from them, or if they.
I'd be okay with the helicopter over that any day. So, helicopter over Bertha, why not? As they're gonna hop to the skies over TV station, look to maneuver back in towards the promenade. But this is gonna be interesting with them moving back towards the hangar direction. Makes me think that this circle has yet to be decided. So you still want to be in a centralized area so you can either go to the left or the right, the north, the south.
Helicopter really paying dividends for Chair Force 1. Able to maneuver around the map. They haven't been harassed, taxed too much for the effort. Acquiesce slowly starting to rack up money. I'm looking at they haven't been on the receiving end of any damage just yet. They haven't run into another full squad. At this rate, Rockland should be able to get back into the game. Maybe if they find some cash here in this next house, which they do. And the buy station isn't too far away, so we could very well see them come back. And what is that? Get out of my Bertha. What are you doing? That's mine.
No sharing. No sharing.
I pay the lease on that.
And the
Thanks.
buyback, too. So look at that. Back to full strength. Snap back to the Chair Force 1. They're a little bit of a couple.
And look at the teamwork. Danny gets 1.5, and then Bro Gamer goes ahead and cleans up the rest. Pays to have your teammate nearby. Chair Force 1 making another huge play. Keeping them both steady and on their feet in game number 3.
Seems like their helicopter got hijacked.
Uh-oh, you do not get to casually just breeze your way down. You're going to take the quick way to the pavement on that one thanks to some accurate gunplay from Danny Vicious. Bro Gamer gets around the corner after being downed. Should be able to get revived in pretty short order here. Smoke grenade to cover. The revive, smart play, but the wraparound on the other side, and it's going to be a bad position ultimately for Chair Force 1.
Still, Bro Gamer in the gulag. Danny has to wait for him to win his one-on-one. Aqueous and Rockland are in such a good position, and you can see that Aqueous also has that fortified armor on top of things, so a little bit harder to take him down. They had a comfortable lead off of the drop, Albert, but this is a chance for them to take their comfort zone and expand on it.
This is their breakout opportunity. Bro Gamer, I like his odds of getting out of the gulag, but whether or not, this is just time that they're not going to be able to get kills in his game number 3. So the more time the Cadet team can get a move on, find engagements, find kills, the better their odds are of taking this thing.
Time to hit the road now. Bro Gamer still in the gulag, so the longer you stay in here, the longer it's going to take for you to get back. But is there a fire sale that came through? It must have been, because it looked like there was a lot of free buybacks there.
Uh-oh. Could have a part to play. Rockland only 1 extra armor plate, so if they do take their next engagement could get a little dicey if they don't have the opening that they're looking for. So far, smooth sailing over the hillside into the next town. Aqueous handling the Bertha suspension rather well coming down the hill. Potential target gets spotted. Heading northeast, actually some gunfire towards the roof of that building, so they might be under fire themselves, and they are. Rockland is able to get in the cover. Using that last armor plate. I think the enemy team anticipated him making a run across. Aqueous helping the pressure. Gets Rockland out of a jam. Can they back away? Rockland breaks some armor themselves, getting involved.
Buster strike coming.
Gets indoors. Backs out of that position. I think that was a really smart play. You do not know where any other targets could be coming from, especially when you have to worry about the artillery coming in overhead.
Loadout, time to upgrade.
Don't mind if I do.
Holding on to things, though, right now. It's going to take up residence here in a separate building. Looking to hold down 2 angles. In this, Bertha's coming through.
Oh.
Shots are there. Breaks the armor, but having trouble maneuvering through this. Are they going to get the elimination? Doesn't
This
seem
guy
like it just
is
yet.
ducking for cover. Is able to get away. Had to be close, though. Aqueous moving over towards the gas station. Through the window. Not waiting for him just yet. So you look at the bottom left corner. Not only do you see that Bro Gamer was able to battle their way out of the gulag, they have brought Danny Vicious back into the fold. So now we're seeing Chair Force 1 again on all cylinders.
Yes, they are, and they're going to be able to get this loadout as well. Upgrading to the EM2 OTS loadout that we see so often here in Warzone. And Bro Gamer seems like he's having some trouble right now. Folks on his tail. So here comes Danny Vicious to the rescue, but you hear that. That's an engine. And it is very, very close to them, so they have to be careful of this team that is on their behind.
Anytime I hear a vehicle around Danny Vicious now, I'm becoming more and more
Goosebumps.
concerned based off of how that interaction with the helicopter went before. But Danny Vicious climbing the ladder, spots one inside, breaks through the glass, breaks armor, doesn't get the down just yet, opts to reload, breaks in through the window. Nice play, nice movement. Pro Gamer helping out.
Down here in the Promenade East, the circle is closing more so to the bottom central of Verdansk. If it closes around Hospital, Promenade East, and downtown, there is going to be a lot of cover to clear. And it is going to be such a nuisance to get through these areas. Because you look at how many buildings are around this, there could be anybody, anywhere.
A lot to watch out for, to say the very least. But looks like we're heading western direction. I do believe there's a trophy put on the hood of this car too, so we won't see any random missiles come out.
Not this time.
And blow them up.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right?
I suppose so. In a heartbeat monitor, they're gonna go ahead and go to the edge of the circle. I really like that play. Limit some of the potential angles you got to worry about. You do not want to deal with gunfire from all four directions if you can avoid it. Gatekeep the circle. Looking around, 53 players remaining in. The remaining squads have to be hiding out somewhere, so this makes everything quite dangerous because you don't just see people running around, you don't see open gunfire, you don't see any team fight engagements. That means you can walk into a house and see 4 people just camped out chilling.
And crossing through the scrapyard in the factory, I wouldn't mind seeing Chair Force 1 gatekeep the circle a little bit, start racking up some kills, because you look at Air Force Academy and Aqueous has 7, Rockland has 1, so total 8 kills between the two of them. Not sure how much Bro Gamer has, but when you only have 3 as Danny Vicious, you guys are going to have to start picking up the pace here with only 52 members left. So if you can start gatekeeping the circle, you will start taking some fights on the edge and on these teams trying to escape danger, but it's kind of like a double-ended sword. Like, yes, you're able to gatekeep the circle, but at the same time, you're allowing other teams to set up in the safe zone. But looking at Aqueous, and he is just keeping things going now up to 8.
Aqueous is not allowing anyone to set up in a safe zone for sure. Trying to go ahead and close out this building here. Checks the heartbeat monitor, doesn't see anything. Checking angles. Plenty of armor plates, plenty of resources here in this building. Jumping over to Danny Vicious, who seems to be in the middle of a gunfight. Bro Gamer not too far off either for the assist. Bro Gamer climbing up, now under fire. Meanwhile, Rockland gets down too, so both teams having a bit of a time. Vicious rounds the corner, heads up top. Or does he? Decides to wrap around. Pro Gamer on an island for the moment, only 24 meters away. I think they assessed the overall situation and said, you know, let's just reset here. Let's take a better engagement next time. I think that's a smart play.
Nice deep breath, step away from the action, get your bearings, go back in next time. Or you know what, let's take a different fight. Let's find somebody new to dance with. So we're gonna look back at Rockland did burn his self-revive off going down, but Aqueous was able to clean things up for their duo. So now up to 11 eliminations. Impressing me right now, the Academy players have really found their own here again in game number 3. When both teams find their comfort zone, you start to see the showtime here for the Air Force Academy.
It seems like every game we have at least one player that's just like, okay, my turn to pop off.
Yeah.
And this time it looks to be Aqueous, already up to 11. Might be able to make something of a run at that kill count high score themselves here. They get the right engagements, right times. Near center of the next circle. Could have quite a bit to worry about here in terms of different angles to look out for. Life is spooky in the back of this truck, I can tell you that, with so many sight lines on the tops of these buildings.
Yeah.
So far, they're navigating.
I like this setup. Seems like they're trying to get a bearing on the positioning of players, as the high alert is going to spot somebody on the roof, taking some shots. They have an airstrike, so if they can drop this airstrike on the roof, It's going to force these players to zone inside, and that's where these submachine guns will take rain, but Rockland down and out now. Aqueous going to go for the escape, or he's going to take these fights, and it seems like he's looking for the safe way out.
The Cadet team was being hunted. I did see that bounty came into play, and they honed in on Rockland pretty much immediately. There were at least 2 people there, so I am not at all surprised to see Aqueous decide, hey, you know, maybe I don't take the 1v4. Like, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at the game, but 4 players aiming at me at the same time, that can be pretty tough.
They are locked in right now, making sure that they just get everything back. Squad mate redeployed Rockland back into the fray here. 39 players left, so plenty of action to go through, but ProGamer in some trouble. Danny looking to clean up, is going to get the down. Seems like there is a lot more than just one to take care of, though, so.
They got the full elim onto ProGamer, leaving Danny Vicious to their own devices for the moment. That's going to be kill number 3. Broken armor. Bit of armor left themselves. Plenty of armor plates. Do they decide to run up? They do. Aim down sights. Doesn't like the trade. Doesn't need to risk themselves too much here. But no, 2 other people coming up the stairs. He might be between a rock and a hard place. Decides to deal with the one. Hey, how's it going? Jumps down. And the movement on this guy, he is slippery as an eel.
He's got to stay alive. Neither player has the gulag, so into the Jeep we go. Time to hit the road, Jack.
Danny Houdini out here. Pulling rabbits out of hats and vanishing when he needs to.
Having some trouble maneuvering, though, with this Jeep. Does he have enough? He does not have enough for a redeploy, so gonna have to go hunting a little bit, scavenging for some cash, and that's gonna be the hard part, because at the same time, you know, Aqueous was at 11 last time we saw him, and he's gonna keep the ball rolling. Shots gonna be on that Jeep. Still chasing are the enemies. Taking up shop here. A little bit of plates. This is gonna be good now. How much cash can you get out of this station?
Ooh. What a jump scare moment that was for Danny Vicious. In that 1v1 engagement, looks down and see 2 others running up. A lesser skilled player would be in the market for a new pair of pants after that, I can guarantee you.
I hope you wore your brown pants today, Danny.
No, he's good. 4,000 in the pockets for Danny. Can bring ProGamer back. Meanwhile,
still on 11.
Aqueous. Gonna really bring this one home. Spotted. Gets the long range trade, not going their way. They do have to self-revive, though. Rockland not too far away either, but oh no, another bogey comes in.
Cheeky.
2, actually. They close in on Aqueous sharply, leaving it up to Rockland to keep the momentum going. 1 kill, so 12 total right now for the Academy team. We've seen Rockland be able to endure on their own for a while to get their teammate back, so they could make that magic happen again. Looks like ProGamer is coming back.
They just don't want to give up now. I would have preferred to see Aqueous drop that airstrike, maybe even on top of him, just as a little bit of damage mitigation from the enemy surroundings. So, you know, he's going to zone them back into it, give him some time to escape, see if he can do it on his own. But Danny, down, self-revive, not going to be popped. Luckily enough, ProGamer was brought back, so not over just yet. A one-on-one right now to hold on to this game. Folks just tuning in, this is game number 3 of the show match between the Academy and Share Force 1 representing Air Force Gaming.
This can be where this kill race format is its most dangerous. It's just you and your teammate against the world. So when you have 27 players remaining, 11 squads, and the circle starting to close in, the chances of you running into a full squad that's been camping out in one building is pretty high. So anytime you get in a 1v1 engagement, there could be 2-3 people waiting around the corner to come help out. So you have to be real picky and choosy about when you want to step out and try to get yourself another kill. But the one-on-one engagement, that is going to be down. Rockland is taken out, and it's just going to be ProGamer now. Potentially close things out. So I think the Academy team had a total of 12 kills.
Let's see, one last player between them. Some hot shots. Does he have the ice to hold on tight? as Danny's like, take the wheel, drive us to victory. As Pro Gamer, you know, he's been that clutch player since yesterday, that 14 bomb to take them here into the winning section of this Warzone final. But residing now just outside of downtown. This is going to be a tough one because, like I said, these buildings are huge and so anybody can be anywhere. And it's over.
Speaking of, great run from both of these teams. Audience here at ITSEC conference cheering them on. Great job all the way around. I didn't see what the final score was, though.
It was Academy at 12, and I'm pretty sure Bro Gamer and Danny had about 9 between the two of them. So I'm gonna wait to see if we can get an actual tally because I didn't really get to see the end. That's just off of what I remember seeing off of those players' point of views, but it was quite a show from the two of them. I mean, from start to finish. Oh, here we're gonna get a look back at it, and
here it is.
There it is. Danny with 4, Bro Gamer with 5, so 9 to 12. Just like I said, and that is going to mean that your Academy players are your victors here in the show match. Round of applause, everybody.
The Cadets flying high, closing out game number 3. Impressive stuff from both teams. Chair Force won the Warzone finals yesterday. The Academy team won the online play over the course of season number 2. Both teams had a really good opportunity to show what they were capable of, and that's exactly what they did.
It was fantastic. Game number 1, I mean, talk about a struggle from Chair Force 1. They lose right off the bat. Bro Gamer gets sent to the gulag soon after Danny before he gets the chance at that red door. You look at game number 2, flips the script, and then it's the Air Force Academy who have trouble kind of finding their bearings inside of Verdansk, and then towards the end, it was a fantastic showing from Danny Vicious. 21 kills to find a personal record for this event as it was held yesterday from the EU representatives with 18. That was Ziggy Sweats, and that was a show of its own. But Danny found his own in game 2. Game 3, it was a very long, drawn-out battle, but only one team can come out on top at the end, and it was Air Force Academy.
Air Force Academy taking the show match in a game 3 fashion. We're going to take a short break, but more action ahead for Warzone. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.